salam, bonjour, and welcome to the latest episode of my vlog. We're here in Al Jam in Northern Tunisia. It's very hot, and in this episode, I'm gonna show you what this country is all about. All this looks a bit familiar. Those of you who are fans of The Amazing Race, American version, all the way back to season 1. That's where they came on one of the legs when they were in Tunisia. How about that? It's very hot.
Faccio 120 metri di lunghezza, su 120 metri, su 100 metri di larghezza e 30 metri di altezza, che era l'altezza.
Here we are in Carthage. From a group of Italian tourists, it's very quiet. We actually have the whole place to ourselves here. And as always, I'm very, very hot. Because evidently it's been restored, but original dimensions, glad to see it's being used today still for the arts in Carthage. So here we go. We're at the basins of Kairouan. Why they use basins like that to store water in the desert, I have no idea, because it's about 40 degrees and water evaporates pretty quickly, but that's what they used to do. And the weather is crazy hot. It's September, it's autumn, and it's still hitting 40 degrees. Can you imagine what it's like in summer here? And yes, I know I say this a bit too often. Really freaking hot. We're really in the middle of nowhere in the countryside. We're looking for this archaeological site and hopefully we'll find it soon enough. Because we're really in the middle of nowhere. And this is what the Tunisian countryside looks like. We did make it to Utica, and because the museum is closed on a Monday, we actually practically have this place to ourselves. Because the archaeological site is open despite the fact that the museum is closed. So yes, note to self, always check if attractions are open before venturing out into the middle of nowhere, very far away. But yes, as you can see, this is what one comes to Tunisia for. Ruins, culture, history. And it's not raining, and it's not so hot. How about that? Turned out okay actually. Made it all the way to Calibia Fort. We rented a car today. And it's a bit of an adventure driving in an African country, but so far so good, touch wood. And you have the freedom of going, coming whenever you want, you're not on a fixed schedule. And it's hot. It's very hot. But yes, as you can see, we have the archaeological site all to ourselves. My mouth is so dry I can barely speak anymore. Because I'm very hot. It's another very hot day in Tunisia. And there are insects everywhere. Okay, we're at the ruins of Chekuan. It took us a while to find this place, but look at that. We have this place to ourselves, and those two. We saw them earlier in Calibia. But yes, Roman ruins by the Mediterranean Sea. It's hot, but at least there's some sea breeze. Overlooking the tree grove. Now I've come to the end of my travels in Tunisia, and I must say it's been a totally memorable experience. I'm not going to lie to say that it's all been fun and fantastic, and sometimes, because this is ultimately North Africa, there are challenges, there are difficulties. You cannot expect the kind of infrastructure and facilities for tourists, especially when it comes to travel and public transport. But that is sometimes, I think, part of the fun when it comes to traveling. Being thrown in an alien culture to embrace something that's totally different from what you're used to, and getting to and challenging yourself to see if you can come to grips with it. And if you want to find out more about my travels in Tunisia, you can check out a series of short stories that I will be releasing on my blog as well as on Almanology. And there I will be telling you about some of the more interesting stories about the people I've met, the crazy situations I found myself in, and how I've had to get myself out of these situations. So, it's time to go pack my bags and go back to the airport for my flight back to London. Thank you very much. Peace, Lema, au revoir, and thank you for watching.